Rule number 1 of ghost hunting: never invite something to show itself if you aren't ready for the consequences. This creator went into a graveyard completely alone at night to try and provoke a spirit. Look at his camera as he shines his flashlight on a crypt door and literally begs the dark, "Just tell me where you are. I want to know who you are." He thought he was just talking to empty air. He didn't actually expect something to answer him, but something did. Watch.
Solamente dime dónde estás, quiero saber quién eres.
Ay, Dios. Uy, Dios, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames. Uy. Ay, Dios.
Dime y te puedes mostrar. Solo quiero saber quién eres, ¿cómo te llamas?
Uy. Uy. Me voy a poner de frente. 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 Bien. No mames, no mames, no mames. Oye, alguien habló, amigos, ¿escucharon? Alguien habló.
¿Estás ahí?
Uy, Diosito. Uy, no mames, ese miró eso.
¿Quién está adentro?
Cerraron la puerta.
¿Quién está adentro?
Uy, no.
¿Quién está ahí? ¿Puedes abrir la puerta? No puedes hacerlo.
This 90-second sequence is absolute chaos. A heavy cross falls off a grave. An iron crypt door violently slams shut, and a disembodied whisper echoes through the dark right before a shadow sprints past the lens. But the breaking point? Something starts aggressively pounding on the door from the inside before it slowly scrapes open.
Uy, no.
The creator instantly calls out garras, the Spanish word for claws. This isn't a draft. This is a textbook intelligent haunt, meaning an entity was actively playing psychological games with him. The internet is completely divided. Half the comments are calling cap, while the other half points out that you can't fake pounding from inside a locked, concrete vault. But here is the most disturbing detail. If you look at the angle of the iron bars right as the door slams, the physics look incredibly unnatural. It begs the question, was something actually trapped inside that tomb? Or did he accidentally capture a dark, optical illusion that we aren't supposed to see? If you were trapped out there alone, would you run or freeze? Lock in your theories below and hit that subscribe button for the next update. Imagine being trapped at the top of a skyscraper with this coming up the stairs. Back in November of 2019, an urban explorer was live streaming inside an empty 22-story building. For the first few floors, it was just the usual creepy atmosphere, pitch black hallways and total cryptid silence. But everything went wrong on the 10th floor. As he points the camera down the dark stairwell, a figure in all black starts rushing straight up the steps toward him. It wasn't walking, it was sprinting at an unnaturally fast pace. Watch closely. No human can move like that. Covering that much distance in 7 seconds up a cramped, vertical stairwell defies physics. But the part that will keep you up tonight is the audio. If you listen closely right here, there's a low, predatory growl getting closer. The aftermath of this stream is what completely blew up the internet. His phone was later found abandoned on a higher floor, still broadcasting live to an empty hallway. He was eventually located safe, but friends say he is still too shaken up to ever utter a word about what was waiting on the 10th floor. The comments section is locked in a massive debate. Half the internet thinks he was hunted by a legitimate cryptid, but here is the most disturbing realization of all. If he was found safe on a higher floor, That means whatever was chasing him deliberately let him go. It begs the question, was he actually running from a monster, or did he stage a massive clout chase that got way out of hand? If you heard that growl echoing behind you, would you run up the stairs or jump? Drop your survival strategies below and hit that subscribe button for more scary videos. You don't run into the street at 2 a.m. unless you are in absolute danger. This creator was just lying in bed when her room turned into a living nightmare. Whatever happened in that dark corner forced her to instantly abandon her apartment. Terrified, gasping for air, and with her hands visibly shaking, documenting the panic in real time. Pay close attention at what really happened here. She finally stops running, whips her phone around, and points it at her second-story window. Look right there. A massive, unnaturally tall shadow is literally pacing back and forth in her bedroom. The internet tried to debunk this as distorted furniture shadows, but look closer. That figure is way too solid to be a trick of the light. Horror psychologists are warning this isn't a normal ghost. The sheer scale and height of the silhouette makes it look like a cryptid or something completely non-human. And the worst part, it didn't chase her. It stayed behind, acting like it owned the place. Since she never posted an update, we are completely in the dark. But if you look closely at the speed of the pacing right before the clip cuts out, it makes you ask a highly questionable question. Is that actually a shadow creature? Or did she accidentally film a real-life flesh and blood intruder waiting for her to come back inside? Or worse, does she already know exactly who is standing in her room? Go back, pause the frame, and tell me your real take down below. Hit that subscribe button because something about this silence isn't adding up. This might be the most relatable, yet terrifying paranormal clip on the internet. These roommates were sick and tired of the double doors in their hallway opening on their own. So, mid-dinner, still holding a random black spatula from cooking dinner, and slams the door shut. He locks eyes with the camera like, all right, let's see what happens now. No wind, no drafts, just pure dead silence. Watch what happens the exact second he turns his back.
Wait, if that's fully shot. Now, right, now let's just sit and wait.
He's just fucking lagging.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck right off! Yo, what? Nah. What the fuck?
Exactly 20 seconds after locking the doors, the right one swings wide open with zero explanation. The cameraman completely loses it, and even their little dachshund bolts over to the hallway, clearly tracking something invisible. Look at the movement. There's no draft, no rattling, no hesitation. It just glides. Skeptics are going to blame a bad latch or the AC kicking on, but they literally just verified it clicks shut. But look closely at the dog's reaction right as the door opens. Animals don't lie, but it makes you ask a highly questionable question. Is that pup running toward a spirit, or is it tracking a very real, hidden human intruder it already recognizes? I need you to dissect the dog's body language and tell me your real take below. Real haunting, or is there a much darker, flesh and blood explanation here? This is exactly why late night security alerts are terrifying. At 2 a.m., this homeowner received a random motion notification on their phone. They popped open the app, expecting a stray dog or a passing car. Instead, they caught something that defies explanation lurking right outside their door. Watch closely. This family captured something so chilling on camera, they had to blast it to the entire neighborhood just to prove they weren't going insane. The oldest residents in town immediately recognized the silhouette, claiming it perfectly matches a woman killed in a horrific car accident on that exact stretch of road back in 1948. For decades, locals have whispered about a phantom hitchhiker stalking that pavement. But here is the catch. This family just moved to the area. They had zero knowledge of the local lore. Now, the entire town is hoping this entity stays on the roadside where it belongs. But here's the most disturbing realization of all. By showing the footage to the entire neighborhood and giving the entity this much attention, did they accidentally give it the energy it needed to finally cross the property line? What if it isn't trapped on the road anymore? If you found out your new house sat on a 70-year-old supernatural hotspot, would you pack your bags or lock the doors?